My name is Ali Sultan. I'm on Mango Bay. Check it out.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango.
Bay.
Let's do it.
All right, welcome to Mango Bay.
One-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari, get on the Patreon.
What's up?
Get on there.
Patreon.com/Mango Bay.
We now have bonus episodes. You also get discounted tickets to our monthly Mango Bay live show every last Wednesday of the month at New York Comedy Club, Gramercy, 7 p.m. Get those discounted codes.
Next one
on top
is?
of that, you get a bunch of bonus content. October 30th.
7 p.m.
Yeah, gonna be a spooky one.
Ooh. Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
My ex will be there. We got today. We got
Let's
sorry about that.
Let's
That was
unpack that.
Not a smooth opening.
You didn't
was
tell me
that
about
about?
that.
Not a
Also,
smooth opening.
I didn't approve of that.
Not smooth. Today we got a very good friend of mine.
Hey.
Ali Sultan.
Ali Sultan.
Hilarious comedian.
Very funny guy.
Writes fucking like a 2 hours a day. Like I feel like you write a new special every week. You have so much content, bro.
That's funny. You know, ironically, I don't put pen and paper. I don't.
Really?
I'm not that guy.
You're a thinker.
Thinker. And then if it's like like when you get those specific phrases or words or like this is important rhythmically,
Right.
then I'll write it on my like iPhone notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I
But
do
I
it.
never write a full joke.
Same here. Yemeni.
Ethiopian, Yemeni, both.
Ethiopian and Yemeni.
That's so deep.
Okay.
You know what? Oh, dude, you guys want to hear
What?
something? This is fun. This is juicy. Okay, so born in Yemen, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother is Ethiopian. Okay. Grandpa from my mother's side, Yemeni. He wasn't with us. So it's like
He
growing
was
up.
deadbeat dad?
No. It's a lot tragic.
Dead.
He was in Al Qaeda, actually. He was away.
Deadbeat hold the beat.
Dad was
Just
dealt some
dead.
unfortunate cards and it wasn't in the picture.
Okay.
So I grew up on my mom's side of the family, and my grandmother is Ethiopian, grandpa Yemeni. I was told my dad is full Yemeni.
Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of held on to the Yemeni identity. So I was like, I'm Yemeni, I'm quarter Ethiopian. We go by the dad too.
But you
anyways.
grew up
Yeah.
Ethiopian vibes.
I grew up with a house that shared both cultures, so both languages are spoken, both foods were presented.
You know Amharic?
I was fluent in it. I lived in Ethiopia too.
Fucking
I
amazing.
lived for 40. Anyways,
Yeah. Sorry.
I go then I finally get in touch with my dad's side of the family, and then I ask them about our heritage, like where we're from, and they're like, oh, we're Turkish.
Ooh.
Because Yemeni people who have Ethiopian in them, they hide it because they get it's a bit
Discriminated
racist
against,
and
yeah.
shit like that, and there's a bit of like self-hate or whatever, so they hide their lineage. Then when I live in Ethiopia, I go to the same school coincidentally that my dad went to. Then I find out my dad was born in Ethiopia. Then I do a DNA test and I'm like 65% Ethiopian.
You're Ethiopian.
Zero Turkish, bro. Zero Turkish.
I could have told you that. I could have said that. You
Zero
got
Turkish.
1 ounce of turkey, I feel
But
it.
I find this out like 2 years ago, bro. And it broke my heart because I was like, I could have watched like the Wakanda movie with a lot. With a lot.
Dude, Turkish? You might as well say you're
pride.
Icelandic.
I know, it's like
Bro.
Cleveland. We're from Cleveland.
Turkish.
actually.
What do you what?
I was like, that shit pissed me off so much because I lived in Ethiopia for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Holding on to my identity as a Yemeni guy, like arguing about which country is best and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
The whole time, this was
You know what
this is
happened?
my motherland, bro.
Dude, someone's like, you're Turkish. You spit out your got. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck this, man.
Yeah. We're businessmen. Isn't that weird?
Wait, so you grew up in Yemen?
So born in Yemen, and then when I was like 9 or 10, I went to Ethiopia for like 4 years, and then came to the States.
Okay. Oh, so you're Ethiopian was like during middle school or something like that.
Yes, I'm like from 9 to 14, 13. I spent like,
What a weird. So, but you left Yemen because it was getting dangerous, no?
essentially, my mom was a visionary. She was like,
Yeah.
this is not looking good, bro.
The same way my mom was like, his name's Usama. I can
Yeah.
feel it. Something's good's gonna come out of that.
My mom smelled that shit. She's like,
My mom felt the opposite way. Just like,
so we actually tried to move to the UK. So we did that. We illegally immigrated. It's
Yeah.
been long enough. So it's like, let's see. Okay
Sure,
to say.
statute.
Yeah. Statute of limitation is gone. So like me and my mom illegally immigrated to London when I was was like 7.
Yeah.
And then like her mom passed, and then we had to go back to Yemen. Her husband couldn't get a job in London, so then she decided let's just go to America instead. And then she dropped me off with my aunt in Ethiopia, and then went to America, and then we reunited 4 years later.
You did have your mom for 4 years.
Yeah, doc.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who'd you stay with?
Spring break.
Amazing. Yeah, exactly. Who'd you stay with?
My aunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, dude, I didn't know anything this about you. I feel like I know you as like, in my mind, you were born in Minnesota. You're just and you're just like this, sort of comedian you found in Minnesota.
But even when he tried to do the Minnesota accent, he's like too smooth. He's like, you betcha. He's like, you betcha. It's like, say, you betcha. Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha. It was refugee status, Dude, did you ever have any fucking like memories of like, because in my mind, dude, I see your life as like the way a Fox News anchor would see my life.
Interesting. Yeah.
As like this war-torn, you had to eat your own cousin. That's what I think your life was for at least 2-3 years. Am I wrong?
Hilarious. No,
Yemen sucked back then, no?
It is interesting because like my childhood in Yemen, I thought we were born in Yemen until I went to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Imagine going to Ethiopia to find a better life.
Yeah. But then there's such a mind fuckery of being poor in Ethiopia because you're fucking poor.
Yeah.
You're poor, but you have a mate.
Yes, exactly.
You have a mate.
That's
and
like
you're
India
poor.
too. Even the poorest motherfuckers in India have a servant.
I was like, this is too much to unpack. The maid and I, like, we're splitting food.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so great. You're eating rice. They're
And
gnawing
then
the
the
wall.
maid I swear to God, our maid wasn't even being paid. She's just like, she was just giving food. You know what I mean? To be a maid there is like,
it's called a slave, Ali. I just wanted to let you know.
the thing is like, over there, it's just, it doesn't mean that you have money. It's just like we have 3 extra bananas.
And he just made that was exactly the mindset of like some white kid looking at slavery. We don't pay them, but we give them food.
But is she a maid if she beats you up? Huh?
All right. That's what the payment is.
That was the payment.
That was
yeah.
the
Dude, she
payment.
be,
Can I beat the kid? For everything else, it's MasterCard.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm not getting paid, so she had no like respect for us.
She gets a raise in rice every time she beats you.
I asked her one time, I was like, hey, can you, I'm hungry, can I get some lunch? And she told me, go fucking make your own lunch. She told me, go make your own, whatever the equivalent of the F word was.
She makes lunch and then just eats it in front of you. She's like, thanks. I made it. I'm eating it.
So yeah, Ethiopia was wildly poor. Because
She starts fucking his dad, and then
That's
the
fine.
family gets kicked out. They're like,
because my
I am the
aunt,
mother now.
Look at me.
I am the captain.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I am your mother now.
it's kind of like a movie almost. Like my aunt, who I lived with in Ethiopia, was in Yemen. Okay, very charismatic. She was a very good businesswoman and climbed up the ladder in Yemen, became like a rich woman, married a British guy.
Oh,
Abusive
Nice.
dude,
Not dude.
stole her money, ran to London, like fled to the UK,
Right.
got her pregnant. So.
What?
So she had all this debt because of him, and it's Yemen. You don't get to have like a credit card.
Yeah.
My score went down to 500. No, you're about to die. They're gonna kill you. They're trying to kill me. So she fled to Ethiopia because we have roots. She was born there. So she went back to Ethiopia and started from nothing. So we lived like in a hut for a hot year. And then
Literally
because of
hot
her
years.
charisma and ability to network,
Who's
and
his aunt,
all
yo?
the stuff. Rest in peace, Samira.
Yeah.
She we started in a hut. By the end of it, we had a villa. So by my 4th year in Ethiopia,
Is
we had
villa
like a
or
nice
like-
started in a hut. Now we here.
villa, but like not American standard villa. It just means like
You had an extra fence to shit in.
Yeah, exactly. We had a fence. We had 2 levels. We had a couch.
You're just spreading out the poverty to a larger area.
I had like typhoid the first year in Ethiopia. I almost died,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
I got saved by a lesbian.
Wow.
Shout out to the lesbians.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
The little thing that we rented next door, the owners of the place, this woman who was a lesbian who just moved back from America
To Yemen.
to Ethiopia. This is
To
at least.
Ethiopia.
Yeah. I had
Okay.
typhoid. I was dying.
Yeah.
Aunt, cool lady, very neglectful. She's just like
How fucking British dudes out there.
she was just letting me die. You know what I mean? And
Your life is like Discount Monkey Man.
yeah,
Basically.
and I was like,
saved by trans people.
I was battling for life, man. And then the lesbian lady, God bless her,
Yeah.
she saw me one day. She's like, why are they not taking you to the hospital? She held me, took me all the way to the hospital, got some meds, and then I I see
How do
that.
you know she's lesbian?
Then when he got better, he was like, "She's a lesbian, get her!" And then
because
that
like
was the end of that.
she was dressed Bush and Ethiopia in the 90s.
Yeah, whoa.
That's a hardcore.
That's not only
hardcore.
are you a lesbian, you're a fucking
Murderer.
Butch, yeah. You're Don.
You have to kill people.
Not, I don't know about that, but it's just like that's how core the identity was.
Yeah,
it's
of
like,
course.
this is who I am.
Yeah, there's no getting around it.
Yeah, she had a fade.
Wearing Tim's.
Yeah.
Damn, this is like a New York lesbian here.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's what interesting. So then, how'd you end up in Minnesota? What are you talking
I didn't
about?
know Missouri. I think just like God is trying to help me out, man. Just
Yeah.
like balance, mellow out this whole fucking
Yeah.
upbringing. I think my mom was initially in Maryland and then couldn't find jobs. You know how it is with immigrants. You know someone in the state.
Of course, yeah.
They said, hey, healthcare is good. We got a job for you. You
I'll
can
get
stay
you a job
with
at
us.
the TSA.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of how they ended up in Minnesota. And then I'm just like battling the fucking winter for no reason.
That seems to be the
But-
worst
but it's
part
cool. I
of
like
the whole story.
Minnesota.
Yeah. After all this refugee energy, like a little nippy, and you're like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah. I came to Minnesota. I was like, straight up, like, for my second week, they put me in like the last week of 8th grade. And I haven't been in school for like a year. And my last grade was like 5th grade or something. So like new language.
Dude, for real? Wait, you didn't worry. In Ethiopia, you didn't go to school.
I stopped. I got fucking sick because they told me it's going to take a year for me to come to America.
Yeah.
4 years later, I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to school.
Damn.
I was protesting. And then over there, you don't get to go by age. You have to have a certificate each level. And my family lost my certificate. And then when I took the test, this fucking idiot goes, write your name in Arabic.
Yeah.
And then I wrote my name and he goes, 2nd grade. So he brought me from like 5th grade to 2nd grade.
In his mind, you're like, his handwriting's like a retard. So you, you must.
I was like, what is that? He's like 2nd grade. Dude. I swear to God, bro.
Because we had retard vibes.
I don't know. I'm artsy.
He's just Yemeni, bro.
Right,
Just
like
chill.
artsy people have like shitty writing,
Yeah,
right?
for
They
sure.
always have, right? He saw the writing, he's like 2nd grade, bro. Like I know how to spell my name.
Hilarious.
So I was, why was I telling you this? I was behind in grades. That's why. So I wasn't in the right level for my age. And then I took a year off, and then came to the States. No English. Thrown into a new school. The last 2 weeks of middle school, 8th grade. And the funny part is, I made it to high school, and then this white kid was pulled back. I was like, how did I make it? And this guy failed the grade. Dude.
They made him write his name in Arabic. That's how.
Kyle, and he was like, yeah.
What kind of like caveman style school is this? Where just like handwriting is
The final exam is
Yeah.
you writing your
Dude,
name.
it was the weirdest thing. I was in a dark room, and then a fat guy walks in. And he
I'd be
goes-
like, bitch, you write your name.
And he
Who's
goes,
the
this
fuck?
guy, yeah. It's like, write your name. And then what I find out later on is this dude is like, he takes bribes.
Okay, of course.
So that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I could have graduated that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You give him $50.
Right, you think you're now a professor.
12th grade. Yeah.
Professor
Yeah,
of
you teach a
college.
class. Yeah.
Valedictorian.
Yeah, dude.
I was in ESL when I first came to
Yeah, you did? From Canada?
America. From Canada.
Really?
Yeah, I was. They were like,
You
what's
were
your name,
born in
man?
Canada, though.
I was born in Canada. I came to America, and again, they're so dumb. They just saw my dark skin. They were like,
like
this guy,
ESL, yeah.
this guy's dumb as fuck. So I went to ESL for like the first year. I was in kindergarten, and
You felt like the smartest kid in school.
Dude,
huh?
I was running laps, and I was also like 6 feet tall back then. So they saw I was like an anomaly.
Anomaly. This
Yeah, I
guy's
was
like, this
some-
guy's
this
brilliant.
tall and brilliant. You know,
Some running laps around Korean kids and
hilarious.
Ethiopian kids.
this guy with retarded eye is actually a genius.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's weird as fuck. If you're dark enough, they just put you in ESL.
Bro, they almost put me in special ed, bro.
Yeah, that's
They
what I'm
almost
saying,
put me in special
That
ed.
always happens with immigrant kids, though. 'Cause they're too dumb. The teachers themselves are too dumb to be like, oh, he's from a different country.
It's so stupid, bro. They they do the classic yelling at you when you don't
Yeah,
understand the word.
of
like,
course.
yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
This is, I'm
bro, because you're a very smart guy.
yeah.
You're a very smart
I
guy.
mean, I adapted quite. I don't,
But I'm wondering if you know algebra. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if you don't know basic algebra.
That's the funny thing
Are-
about
are
me.
you-
So I know the stuff that I learned later
Yeah.
on, but I missed so many grades.
is
So I
fascinating.
can't do long division, but I
This
can do
is
calculus.
Fascinating. That's fascinating, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, again, so you didn't learn the math back. You just kind of.
I just picked up from whatever I left.
Dude, that's goofy as hell.
Yeah, dude.
That is goofy as
But
shit.
you do need that foundation.
Yeah, I mean, math is so important. So you were just typhoiding up, dying.
And I
no
like
math.
English too. Like my skill, my
Wait, do you have a day job?
right now, no, it's comedy.
What were you doing before? Like,
I was doing like brand management things, just
Okay.
like a bunch of. I did for Whirlpool, and just go and make sure their
Okay.
products look good, educate about the products, etc.
You know, Ali, that's interesting because Ali
I
is.
started comedy when I was 22, so
Right.
stopped
Oh, I
school.
was 23. We had the same time, basically.
Yeah.
Ali is kind of the smartest and sometimes the dumbest guy that I know in a lot of ways.
Because I'm a guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that one time we were in SF? Was it SF?
The pool thing?
The pool thing?
Yeah.
he started bathing in the pool.
No, this is pool.
He brought the soup. Okay.
We were in this bar.
It was like a movie, bro.
We were in this bar, right? And we're playing pool. Because last night there, we're like on this tour, the Haram Guys tour. And we're playing pool. And all of a sudden, like, these two, like, hot girls come up to us. They're like, you guys are amazing. And we missed, like, the last 5 shots. And they're like, you guys are so good. I love your form. And Ali is like, well, yeah, I play sometimes. And I'm looking at it like this is the weirdest thing ever. These women, the pool is not hot. The pool is not sexy.
Yeah.
And then as they're talking to us, I'm like, what's going on? Ali's like, yeah, mostly I work out sometimes too. And we look at the right, there's this guy, this like tiny Mexican man in like a black cap.
Yeah.
And he has his own pool stick and he's just waiting there. And I'm like, Ali, I think we're getting hustled.
Yeah. It was like a movie.
You took the honey pot, you
Literally,
honey trap you.
and I'm like looking at that, and Ali's like, "Don't worry about it, dude. If I can, we're killing it, dude. I'm awesome. I worked out today, so I'm looking pretty good." We play a game. All of a sudden, the fucking small Mexican guy activates. He's
Comes
like,
in, yeah.
just beelines to Ali.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, man."
You want to play for money? Yeah. Immediately. I was
And
like,
Ali,
he's
like,
into it, bro.
He's into it. So
Yeah.
he's like kind of playing with them. He's like, "I'll play." He doesn't say anything,
Yeah.
so I'll play. But
And then I lost to the guy.
and then he's like,
Where's my money? I'm like, no.
Just walk away because you need some girls. You need also an enforcer too.
Yeah.
So he's like 2 girls that were just like,
Yeah.
"Hi, you're hot. You're amazing when you miss." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're idiots.
Also, if you are gonna be a hustler, how about not looking like every pool hustler on planet Earth? Black shirt, black cap,
Yeah,
Carrying a pool
Yeah.
case.
carrying a pool case.
Not smiling, nothing, no hellos. You just came in with a stick. I had the glove. Why would you have the glove, buddy? You have the glove on.
With the glove.
He's got a gold tooth.
Yeah, cool.
Twinkles.
You know, and you're 5'2", and there's women hanging out with you. That's already weird.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What an interesting. I've only seen that in movies. You know what I mean?
That was a goofy thing.
That guy saw a movie with his girl. And
straight up. It was hilarious. And then we
Yeah.
saw like them doing the same
thing to other people. Yeah.
It's goofy as fuck, dude. I mean, people say in comedy that like, "Hey, I've come from nothing, and whoa, I've done all this random shit." And really, it's their parents just saying, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
But you, I feel like literally, it's like you're.
Yeah, I know. Your story's fucking nuts.
Genuinely
dude.
nuts.
It's almost disrespectful that you decided to become a comedian after all that. It's a little bit fucked up.
That's hilarious.
Because our parents also maybe have some of this story too, and then after all that, they're like,
He has like our parents'
our parents' story.
Yeah,
Exactly. And you found comedy, and you're like, it's the goofiest story, dude.
Hey, comedy is the best, bro. I've
It is
never
the best.
like.
Were you like there's like rocket launchers going everywhere, and you're just like looking at Emo Phillips clips or something.
This is your favorite comedian to reference. Always.
I know. And there's like divots and explosions happening. And
You're like, you seeing this guy?
This guy's hilarious.
This guy's good.
This guy's incredible, man.
I didn't even know about stand-up until I moved here.
Really?
I used to watch Conan because, if you don't know English, he's funny enough physically.
Yeah.
You do that fucking little string
Right,
dance
right,
or whatever.
right.
And then he had Jim Gaffigan on, and that was like the first comic I've ever seen.
Dude, wait, are you a Yemeni kid watching comedy?
But it was late night, TV. The only thing
Yeah.
you can watch is late night stuff.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
but when you come from this type of place, you just like humor is everything. It's
of
just how you process
Right, of
things.
course.
My dad's side of the family, once I got to know them, everybody's funny.
Yeah.
My mom's side is like witty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Funny, like they laugh with you, but they're like witty. They'll say
Yeah,
smart
yeah,
lines.
yeah.
Some of my first memories of comedy was sitting with the group of my whole family.
Yeah.
And like, there's ripping shit.
Dude, my
Yeah.
whole family loved comedy
Yeah,
growing
the whole
up.
family's funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
And all my uncles, like my mom's side, mom's sister's husbands are all like these fucking cut-ups. Yeah. And they're all like, they're hilarious because they're like super dark and bald and fat, but they married some hotties.
Yeah.
And back then, if you were funny, even then,
Yeah.
you could get out of your fucking shitty, dark-ass
100%.
life,
100%.
And these guys are just killing it, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just like being like, this is amazing. Like, this is awesome. These
You
guys
see
are
the power in it.
the power, dude.
yeah.
And the power of command and attention with it. So, like, my family, like, our house was a chaos when growing up. And the only time you get everybody to pay attention and be, like, in a good mood was jokes, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I would do, like, Mr. Bean impressions, and then everybody would be, like,
He would also do impressions for his
You did that?
family.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be funny to avoid getting my ass beat.
Yeah.
Too. You know, like I would say
Yeah.
some out of pocket shit. My mom would start chasing me with a hairbrush or a coat hanger or something, and then I start saying something else goofy, and then
yeah.
she laughs, and then it kind of fizzles
Survival.
away.
It's survival.
And then she remembers again and beats the shit out of me. But that's what it was. You know?
But it's like, it's beautiful. It's nuanced. It's like survival. It's also like creating joy
Yeah, it
with your
was.
family, commanding
It
attention,
was. I mean, for me,
being
at,
seen.
at the end of every one of these like Indian parties
Yeah.
that we would be at, they'd be there till like 2 a.m. something. At the end, they'd call me out after all the songs are done and the card games. They'd have me do impressions, you know,
yeah.
of just random people. You know, do that guy from the car commercial or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll fucking.
That's fine.
Sure.
You want to kill these rooms, these old uncle rooms?
Yeah.
Find a gay guy, find a gay impression, and start doing that.
Do you guys remember?
They explode.
You remember your first time killing in front of like a crowd? Not necessarily like a stand up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
school.
School.
Yeah. What was it?
I mean, do I remember specific times? No, I remember one incident though where it was like an Indian. They were doing like we will do Mother's Day, and everybody got together at some Indian restaurant, and everybody's like telling their stories about their moms and how moms are the best and moms are the best. And then I went up being like edgy comedian, age 9. I'm like, because everyone's like, Mom kept the house together. And I was like, yeah, but you know, Dad's the one who provided us the house. And people are like, oh, my friends are dying. And then the people are like, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. And I was like, this feels good.
That's awesome.
This feels good. I felt like the Joker.
Bro, I love this story, man. It's so
Because I think
subversive.
comics, like before we even did comedy, we understand callbacks and we understand like contrast.
Yes, yeah. So that was my thing. But before that, I had always been. I was the funny kid. I was getting myself into trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's amazing.
Just for making my friends laugh. You know.
I remember.
No, the first time I killed was, you know what it was? My parents bought me like a cassette recorder, 2 decks. It was like a nice thing. I'm like 7 years old, and I would just sit there and I would just make little sketches just for myself. And my older brother and his friends would find these, and they would get all stoned, and they would listen to these tapes, and just start cracking up. And now to this day, they have these stories about me, and that's why I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of nice like
You've
that."
always been like that.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Always
yeah.
been like
The
that,
signs were
you know?
there. That's awesome.
That's
bro.
who I've always been.
That's so funny.
I was a shyer kid, but it was also school.
Yeah.
School started it. It was
Yeah.
It was popcorn reading. You know what that is? Where you basically will take us play and then different people will read it. So it came to me, and it was the Julius Caesar Brutus speech in that Shakespeare play. So I went so British with it, like friends, Romans, countrymen. I said this on Mango before, and people were dying. People were dying because I was doing a racist British accent. Blah blah blah. And after it, some girl was like, "That was really funny," and I was
That's
like,
all it took, huh?
"What
You
the
horny fuck."
fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" My whole life is that now. My first thing that I was getting good at was I was creating, Facebook groups. I would create little inside joke articles. Like about shitty teachers. Like Miss Riley was terrible. That's horrific. Like goblin of a teacher, ugly and also mean. And we basically I would do stories of sighting of Miss Riley in the Antarctic, eating a seal alive, and it was like and everyone loved it, and it was the first. That was the first
That's awesome.
starting. And I look back at those now. I have those groups. The thing I wrote, and it was such bad writing, but just also in a way I was funny in a way that I'm not now. It was different. It was a different type of funny. I was
Of course,
just
you
it
it was
evolved.
different. It was,
very natural though.
Natural.
You know? I used to do that with comic books. I used to draw
Right.
comics about teachers and shit.
Right.
You know.
and then shitting themselves.
Yeah, I'd make up parody songs about them, and everybody in the school would be singing these about these teachers. You know.
We were brutal teachers back then.
They deserved it. Fuck them.
Miss Riley was such a beast,
Listen,
bro.
they were pieces of shit. They held Mo back because he couldn't write his name in Arabic. All that. Fuck these teachers.
You just suck, man.
You know,
That's
the
funny.
teachers don't get enough respect.
Dude,
These are lazy, fat, ugly, mean bastards. Okay?
And they're like, pay me a living wage. It's like,
Yeah.
bitch, how about you eat a living wage first?
Yeah.
Did they make you go to Islam school growing up? Or?
A little bit, yeah. Sunday school.
You got hit in school?
I got hit in I got hit in Sunday school too, though.
Yeah?
Because you could go to Sunday school in the mosque. It's back to the 1950s, you know? Like you're in Plano, but you're actually back in the 1800s. And they had a switch. And I think one day I was like, probably laughing with my friends too much. And that was gay. So they were like, hit me with the. And it'd be like to learn Arabic. So you learning Arabic. Right? So it's a 1 hour class. And you learn Arabic, right? So teaching you alif, bet, that, right? I think 10 minutes was learning the alphabet. And 50 minutes was don't be gay or we'll kill you. Like, it was so much indoctrination, dude. Swear to God, my dad found out.
They were just petrified of the prospect of you being gay. They're like, we're in America now. America to them is all San Francisco.
Listen, bro. I was
like, they took me to a separate room.
in Muslim country. No one has ever said that to me. I think it's specific to you, bro.
Maybe.
There were no gays. You know?
I don't know what
you'd
you're
already
doing in these
eradicated
classes.
all the gays. The threat was completely eradicated by then. They're in America, though. You know,
maybe that I was gay specifically.
I think, you were giving
You know,
advice.
that's right.
It's like
Advice.
Clockwork Orange was Clockwork Banana. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't be gay, dude.
Cockwork banana.
Cockwork Banana.
Yeah, I think with our country is like because it's such a feminine. Like, how can you tell who's gay or who's not? In Yemen, because there's a lot of guys who like
The whole
very
hands.
loose,
Yemen, I would say
holding
everyone's-
hands,
yeah.
kissing,
Yeah.
and the thing. It's like we're
course.
doing everything, but
Which
fucking.
is a Mengabe. Fucking is not gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, saying I love you is gay, but like,
Yeah.
fucking
Like
is not gay.
everything that the Yemeni men
Fucking
do
yeah.
is gayer than the sex part.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
It's like that.
Butt fucking is the straightest thing you can do in
it's
Yemen.
like, yeah, dude, come on.
That's the man, dude.
Yeah, dude. There's bleeding involved.
Subjugation. Pounding.
That's why I hate that one scene from Kite Runner. It's always just like they show the alley, and it's just such a fucking horrific way to show male rape. It's like they show
It's
Jesus
an alley,
Christ.
too.
alley, and then they show 2 drops of blood on snow.
Oh,
Like,
God.
Can
Oh,
we
my
not?
God.
I
Jesus
don't have him
Christ.
yelping like, oh shit.
Okay, do we need to go into the act out of this, too? You already painted a picture.
Oh,
but
shit.
now it's like,
Oh no! Stop!
you're ruining Mango Bay for all of you.
This is on brand. This is on brand for Mango Bay.
Don't wait, do. Dude, I mean, that's what I love about your comedy too, bro. It's like your shit makes no sense if you just look at if you just look at the refugee status.
Yeah.
Dude, if you just saw a guy like bombs everywhere, had to go to Ethiopia, his aunt was destitute, had a villa that was made of shit, and and then you come outside and you're just like, so therapy's crazy. I love your comedy.
That's what I was like. All this shit I was talking about. Therapy. Yeah.
I love you. I love your comedy. You're a good friend.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with you. I love you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just goofy. I love your story, dude.
Yeah,
I just
I
love.
think with comedy, just kind of express where you're at all levels.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
My initial hour was a lot of like I came from this and this and this and that, and now I'm like now I'm
Now you can talk
now
about
I'm
other
therapy,
shit.
bro.
Now
Exactly.
there's a
I'm
white
trying to
girlfriend.
diversify my.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like I just I put the scene of you.
Yeah.
It's just bombs everywhere and IEDs exploding, and then you're like, one day I'm gonna marry a white girl and have 2 cats in fucking Brooklyn.
That is
That Midwestern guy.
yeah.
So that is like
That's the dream, actually, yeah.
right? And it's like more than anybody, I think, more than my dad, my mom. I think you are living the American dream.
I am, Anton. Yeah.
Definitely you
Yeah.
are.
And I just want to make sure I tell you that. I love that. I
Hey
think
man,
it's the
I'm happy
goofiest,
to be here, bro.
coolest thing. You know what I'm saying? I just fucking this comedian that's like doing more white gigs than anybody. You were
That's
like
funny.
in Minneapolis, fucking
Dude, I
just
was
doing
doing small towns, bro.
small towns. We're doing the documentary pretty soon, where he's going to take me to Minneapolis in a couple next month.
I'm gonna go to a 2.5 hour away town called Battle Lake, town of like 600 people.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a documentary called Brown in Small Town. Mm-hmm. It's gonna showcase like how humor is really effective. With,
Small town Brown.
Small town Brown, baby.
Yeah.
And so we're going to like a sunset town. What do they call those, right?
Yeah.
Where like you can't be there past sunset.
This is like a Jackass sketch, actually. Gonna perform 5 minutes of brown comedy in a sundown town.
You just
And
see a fish
Osama's
out.
gonna fuck the mayor's wife and be like, "We told you. They should have not."
This fucks the mayor's wife.
You reinforce
Just
every
all their
reinforce
racist
every
fears.
stereotype possible. Yeah.
That's an actual jackass. That's just a mean guy, dude.
The wife converts to Islam. Is like, God damn it.
And then I make her not convert to Islam. And then I make,
Dude, we posted a sketch today, and somebody like gave us the Ummah comment.
Oh, of
Did you
course,
read the comment?
of course.
What
dude.
was it?
Literally,
It was like prayer to our Ummah, all this stuff. It's just, we had a sketch about open relationships.
I got it right here.
What's more Islamic than that?
Yeah, I was like,
that's
okay,
some polygyny shit.
Right? Literally.
Why is the Ummah on TikTok? Why is the Ummah?
Well, no, also it's like, it's open relationship until they're like, the women can also fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but this is not
Stuff and also, why is the algo giving you these clips, man? What have you been watching?
Exactly. That's the thing.
Because my algo is all cats and
Yeah.
food recipes and pole hustlers.
Ya Rabbi, Hilar Ulma. Increase our gira. What's gira?
Let me see that.
Gira? Like control?
Ghira. Ghira is jealousy in Arabic.
Increase our gira over ourselves?
Increase our jealousy so that way we wouldn't have an open relationship. I think that's what he said.
Oh,
So read the whole comment.
You know what's funny? I used to be, I don't know if this is true,
Yeah.
but I was told, like, I asked when I was a kid, I was like, why we can't eat pork? And the logical answer was like, back then they didn't really like cook well and you could die and blah, blah, blah. The other answer is it kills jealousy.
What do you mean?
Eating pork kills your jealousy is what they said.
Whoa.
I don't get it.
I know. I was like, how's that bad?
Okay. Wait.
Why is jealousy such a prized thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what this guy's saying. Ghira, right? Increase our ghira, increase our jealousy.
Our jealousy, but I don't understand this at all.
Yeah,
actually.
it makes no
Maybe
sense.
it
They're
makes you,
saying, like, if
makes
you
you
eat pork,
competitive.
Yeah.
even if you cook it well,
You're
kills your jealousy, bro.
And that's not good.
And that's not good. You
It's
need
like
your
it turns you
jealousy,
into a little
man.
bitch who lets anything
And then you
slide.
become a cuck, like these
Yeah.
Brooklyn guys.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Jealousy, so you become more of a man.
Jealousy is needed in this context.
Okay. Sure.
But in Western standards, jealousy is bad.
Right.
I don't know where I stand on this.
Right? Because I think a hint of jealousy is not bad.
Because you're right that if everything's cool, you become a cool guy. You become a cuck.
You cuck
Because
territory.
you're cool with this, what's next? I'm gonna fuck your wife?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jealousy. This is why you need Islam, guys.
Uh-huh. Because the ones who are what
Ain't
are
nobody
the
cucking in the ummah.
what place has no religion? Bushwick. What
Huh?
place has the most cucks? Bushwick.
Bushwick, exactly.
Bushwick.
But the cuck thing is interesting, right? Because it's like, is it
into
from
it.
the perspective of you're just such a little bitch that you, or is it a control thing? Like, this is mine?
I think it's that.
It's a
'Cause I
control
think they
thing,
get
right?
off on seeing it.
It's like, it's almost you're pimping the
Yeah, I was
person.
gonna say it's like a pimp thing.
Well, a girl has sent me a video of her sucking someone else's dick.
Yeah?
And I liked it.
You liked it?
Okay.
Well, that's just like
This is
watching
your girl?
porn because
Right,
it's not your
what?
Is your girl?
girlfriend.
No, this is just a girl back in the day.
Back in the day?
Years and years ago.
Did you have a pepperoni pizza that day?
What do you do? Had a full raw pig that day.
Yeah.
Like world giveth, of course. Dude, I saw it. I didn't mind it. I was
Didn't mind it, huh?
cucking. Basically, I was cucking.
Yeah, big cuck guy.
Yep. I guess like cucking. And y'all don't know. Maybe that y'all are into it because the world has said don't cuck, but maybe low
man.
key.
It's in the commandments, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Thou shalt not cuck.
Thou shalt not cuck. Muhammad was not a cuck. We can tell that.
I'm out.
What do you think,
This is where we draw the line, bro. I gotta.
bro? The
I
Gita.
have an MSA gig this Friday.
Oh, you do. You're right though, but also.
It's a sermon. It's Friday sermon.
Dude, you guys gotta get burnt.
But you're also the least Muslim guy I know.
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Because
You're not Muslim at all.
Well, here's the thing: is like I don't claim a Muslim just because I don't represent it well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in me, bro. I use a bidet. You know what I mean? You know, I do believe in the prayer part. I do pray.
Yeah.
I just don't do like the acrobatics part.
What, really? Before you, I think you told me you were an atheist.
No. I've never been an atheist.
You're really trying to ruin his life right now, aren't you?
Yeah, this guy.
Hey, draw a picture of Muhammad for
Here's
us,
a
Mo.
picture of lechon.
No,
and then
no,
just you draw a picture
No,
of
I
eating pork.
have a very kind of like white girl spiritual perspective on religion. I think I'm on a spiritual thing, so I think all of these are avenues to the same thing.
Okay.
So I think they're all valid. However, you can conceptualize God, or whatever works for you, whether it's a shrine, whether it's a Buddha, whether it's Allah, whether it's Jesus. However you get there, I think we're all trying to get to the same being or
That's
or
true.
light.
It is
in my
true
mind,
that,
I
like-
just picture like a light, and I just
Yeah.
pray to it.
Boom.
And it works for me.
That's great.
But I don't judge
It
how
is
you get
interesting how like millennials, we've all become Hindu in that way. Like every millennial talk, no matter how Muslim or Christian,
Yeah.
God is light,
Yeah.
God is a feeling, God is a vibe.
It is.
Whereas if you go to fundamentalists,
Yeah.
God is a man in a toga and some sandals.
It's true.
And he's sitting down and he's eating almonds. It's like way more specific. My boy Shishto,
Yeah.
a big mention on the pod all the time as a man who's a fundamentalist, emergency room doctor now. He's like, God's a guy. God's a bro.
Sure, because
God
that's what
listens
he
Joe
connects
Rogan.
to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, yeah,
he
whatever.
he needs it to be a guy.
He needed because God is undefined.
Straight up.
Whatever
I mean,
that
when
is.
I was a kid, being Hindu, right? Like the Christians or whatever.
Yeah.
They would always be like, why are you, there's all the monkeys
Yeah.
and the forms, and I'm like,
Hey, man.
they're like, our God doesn't have any form. He's just, he's just
guy.
like a thing. He's just a vibe. But
vibe.
he does have a dick. He does. He is a dude. We do
ghostly
know that
dick.
much. He is a guy. Like, get the fuck out of here.
He's an amorphous
Yeah.
cloud,
Yeah.
the large
The
cock.
white God is funny. It's just like the white dude. It's like your God needs sunscreen. Come on, bro.
Bro, first of all, if there was a guy that white in the Middle East at that point, they'd be like,
yeah.
"You're a witch," and they'd kill him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Which
yeah,
they did, I guess.
I guess.
They fucking
Which
did.
they did.
Apparently, I didn't know this. They took his
But
force.
wouldn't it be such a white guy thing to do? Like if God is a white dude and the sun kills him, that's kind of like what white guys do, right? They like do activities that are dangerous, like just to feel alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's like God's version of skydiving, you know?
He was like, "Crucify me." That was like his Groupon, his meetup.
Yeah.
Crucify me. Apparently, his when he died, because his foreskin was somewhere else, right? That this thing that they found Jesus' foreskin. Is that
Did
a thing?
they?
Have you heard about this?
Foreskin?
They
Is this
apparently-
because you couldn't do a Muhammad riff? You're now going to a Jesus
Foreskin?
riff?
They found the Lord's foreskin?
buddy? I'm telling you. Apparently, they found Jesus' foreskin.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. Because
How would you-
He got
where-
circumcised,
wait,
and when he got killed, right? His
Yeah.
body ascended to heaven. Apparently, his foreskin also was somewhere else.
What?
Also rose to heaven.
So
That's
where
weird.
what is your source
what book
for
are
this?
you?
This is
TikTok.
definitely not a book. Yeah, this
It's
is
a
a
TikTok
TikTok.
book, yeah.
This is
The
a TikTok.
Bible? Have you heard?
Have you heard? I don't think that's. I would hear about that.
hold on.
The foreskin part.
Find his foreskin. That shit's not going to survive.
Where'd they
Mel
find it?
Gibson's movie did not show that part.
exactly. Mel Gibson's the one who has it, though. He paid
In
$10
the
million.
Italian village of Calcutta, a reliquary containing a supposed holy foreskin was paraded through the streets.
Holy foreskin. Jeez.
Foreskin was found 30 years after it was looted during the sack of Rome in 1527.
In Italy?
Yeah, in Italy.
Somebody made,
Calamar.
someone made a ring out of it.
Someone ate it. They thought it was calamari.
Did you know about like?
It's in someone's stomach right now.
I just read this somewhere. Apparently, white Europeans were eating mummies for a hot period. Have you ever heard of that?
Eating mummies?
What are you talking about?
They had this theory that eating mummies
I guess
is,
it does look like
is
fettuccine.
good for your, health or whatever. And
Where were they getting the mummies?
From Egypt, from whatever. They're
What do you
just
mean, importing mummies
Yeah, they're
to eat?
importing
That-
mummies.
okay,
in
that's
it.
weirder than what I
Look
said.
it up. Look it up. Who's googling? Is there?
This sounds like some third world country conspiracy shit,
no,
actually.
look it up. Let's Google it. Let's
All
see if
right,
that's
all right,
that
all right.
adds up. So,
White people eating mummies?
yeah, white people back in the day eating mummies. Europeans eating mummies.
Oh, God, you're right.
What?
Yes, people in Europe ate mummies as medicine. What the
But
fuck?
this isn't like Egyptian mummies, right? They were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mummifying their own
Yeah,
people.
but no, Egyptian mummies. That's why there's so many, so much less mummies around the world.
The mummies are ground up into a powder called mummy
Yeah,
mixed with honey.
yeah, dude.
The practice of eating mummies fell out of favor in the 18th century. Oh, good that you evolved,
Europeans
guys.
were doing some wild shit.
It was the original whey protein kind of vibes. You know what I'm saying?
They were also
great
used to
too,
make
no?
a paint called Mummy Brown.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so this is just
Also-
corpses. It's not just
They ate the mummies then.
They ate mummies.
Egyptian mummies is medicine.
That's literally like so many Egyptian mummies were.
That's insane.
yeah,
exhumed and
consumed.
eaten.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
Europeans
crazy.
back then, they wouldn't wash for 5 days straight. I mean, they were all
Yeah.
fucking...
They were pretty dirty.
They were
Doing some
disgusting.
work job, yeah.
Then you had cobblestones, which is like...
we taught them
you-
how to wash their ass.
We did, right?
Yeah, and now it's coming back again. Now we're teaching bidet. White people are into
Bidets.
bidets
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, when you started dating Kelsey, you
Okay.
know, she
Yeah.
must have changed so many of your...
What the fuck does that mean?
Refugee
I've always used a
ways.
bidet. I've always used a bidet.
Oh, yeah.
But the funny thing is like you do kind of get embarrassed about using bidets because it wasn't the standard
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, she just thought I really took care of her plants. She's like, oh, he's using the water can. He loves my plants. I'm like,
I remember we used to have water cans sometimes.
Yeah.
That the nozzle was so long. I'm like, dude, is this made to like put
go
it in your ass as like a fucking enema or whatever? Because we would have like these wild cans, massive, you know.
But the Europeans, they gate it up a little bit. It was like, no, we like the concept of what if it shoots into our asshole?
That shit is
Exuberance.
A lot. That's a lot. Yeah. You
can change the temperature to make a hot asshole.
And Minnesota, the water is like icy.
Right. So you get an ice little gay little fucking spurt.
I'll tell you, I used to work at Target, and the security guard was very bored, so like he's always looking for cases.
Yeah.
And then one day he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey man, I got a case." That's how he said it. I was like, "What's going on?" He goes, the night shift guy, I think he goes in the bathroom and he drinks vodka.
Okay.
I was like, "Why do you know this?" And he goes, he keeps taking an empty bottle of Gatorade and he goes in there for 5 to 7 minutes, and then he hides the Gatorade bottle behind the toilet and leaves. And I took a sip. He said, I was like, dude, is this name Muhammad Manager? He goes, yeah. I go, dude, you've been drinking ass water, bro. That shit made me laugh so hard, bro. This guy, and it's because he was so serious about
This guy
his
joined
job.
the U.S. military immediately.
The guy wanted to be like a CIA agent, and obviously his job was minuscule, so he's always like doing things like that. That was so fun. That was very rewarding. Sipping ass water.
I just realized, like, over the course of a day, right, in one Muslim family, there's like a little residue of ass water every time you go to the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
So by the end of the day,
It's full shit.
19 different.
This guy's addicted to ass water though now. That's what it became habit forming.
Do you know what Jenkum is? Jenkum.
What's
You love talking about Jenko.
I'm just saying it's pretty valid right now at this moment.
It is.
What's
It's been
Jenko?
years since you brought it up.
Is that a Korean dance? What is
Actually,
Jenko?
there should be a Jenkum like like a counter, and we're back to zero now. You basically, these poor black people in like New Orleans and so whatever in Houston would put like shit in a bong and then heat it up and then just inhale the fumes. And that's kind of what this guy did. He had like liquid Jenkum.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow, thanks for the visual, buddy. Also, who the fuck drew that behind y'all?
It's some fan.
Some fan. Oh, okay, fans. You guys
He
are
gave,
nice.
he gave Pranav the lazy eye, which is great.
Dude,
That's the funny thing.
Is
It's a
it
gigantic forehead to accommodate the
disrespected your
Hindu
hairline like that?
I know. I've got an amazing hairline too.
Yeah, and he made you look kind of Asian, dog.
He made me look retarded.
He
Yeah.
gave you my eye.
Yeah.
He gave it my eye.
You look
So
like the guy from what's that anime cartoon show? The like black dude who's like loves white people.
Boondocks?
Boondocks.
Yeah.
Uncle
He gave you
Ruckus?
Uncle Ruckus eyes. He got Uncle Ruckus eyes.
He gave me Uncle Usama's eyes in that one. Yeah.
Fans are nice
should
and they
take
always
it
like do
down.
something so thoughtful, but
Yeah.
they always like. I was like, "Is this how
They
you
don't
see
always
me,
nail
bro?"
it.
They have no
You
idea.
know what the thing was? Is he had sent us a preliminary sketch, which
Yeah.
looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he sent us the final painting, and we were like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
yeah, we'll keep it up. The thing is, nobody can see it well enough on camera to see the full like mongoloid effect
Yeah.
that he implanted on my
Dude,
face.
I mean, the fans are weird.
They're weird.
Part of why
yeah.
they like the shit.
Yeah.
I still like it. I think it's very kind of
It's
endearing.
cool. I think
It's cute.
it's artsy colors. I like the background, but
He put the eyebrow in there.
yeah,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. He does not respect your faces. I'll tell
I
you.
don't think so. I don't think he thinks we're hot.
Yeah. He does
Definitely.
not. No.
He gave my leg like gangrene. I didn't like that.
Yeah, it's true.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, this is back when you guys were on the couch.
Yeah, couch
yes.
vibes.
Dude, every time I was tuned into your clips, your balls are always like I was like, I'm sick of seeing this man's balls, bro.
Pranav basically got like shorter and shorter pants until it was just a thong, and he was wearing the Borat thong.
I was
Basically,
like,
I had friends like message me like really funny stuff, guys, but like the foot is crazy.
yeah.
It's really
There's
wild.
those black dudes who are like, I love it, but why you got to show
Man,
feet
the
so
feet,
much?
man.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's
feet.
gross. Feet is way worse than balls for them.
Well, dude, black people have like different sexual tastes, and they're not into feet. They think feet are weird.
Feet. Someone said this on a podcast. I don't know if it's true. Apparently, the part of your brain that sexualizes and the feet thing are so close to each other that sometimes intertwined.
What do you mean? Like the
Like the way you see like genitals and feet crosses,
Oh,
and that's
your
why you're
mind-
attracted to feet.
Because your mind sees a
They,
foot and
they
it
see
thinks
it
it's
as
balls.
balls and vaginas. Yeah.
Wait. Why? I don't understand.
I don't know
that.
why. Somehow, like something happens. Maybe you get hit in the
Is it
head.
because it's something that's always concealed, like the balls
I
and the
don't know.
vagina?
I think literally something short circuits in the brain, and then you're like, oh, juicy puss.
Well, I always thought it was like because it's so dirty.
Well, the other theory is that,
You know?
like, when you're a kid, you're tiny, you're looking at your family's parents' feet and stuff. It looks like genitals.
It sounds like Ali Googled, why do I like feet?
No, I don't like feet at all.
He's like,
I don't like
well,
feet at
actually, there's a lot of reasons, actually.
I'm a fucking standard ass and titty.
I tried eating feet before. Didn't love it.
I'm an ass guy, huh?
I tried eating feet before. I was
Eating
like,
it?
There's like one that you know, sucking on the toes.
Dude, New York feet?
Just to see.
You've been eating New York feet?
Listen, he's been eating Bengali feet, okay?
My God, bro.
New York feet, that's like
I was in
caviar.
Bangladesh. I was in
Jesus
Bangladesh.
Christ.
Fucking outside on the subway.
Oof.
Train feet, baby.
Wow.
I washed the foot and I like kind of kissed
Yeah.
on it. I was like, oh, let me see. Didn't do anything for me.
Did the person
Did you
ask you to
anything-
do this?
No, it was molesting.
Ah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously it was consent.
No, I understand there's consent, but did they,
did they have the
request?
kink?
Was there
No.
a request, or were you
Oh, no,
like,
she was like, you can try if you want. I was like,
you
all
can
right.
try if you want, that means you asked.
Yeah, that's
You know,
exactly
it was
right.
a while ago.
He's like, oh, you know, what's the closest thing
It
I
was
can...
it was such
yeah,
a, it was
like,
time ago.
let me try a toe, see if I like a dick in my mouth.
You know, at this point, it's he shed, he licked, she licked. You know, who knows? I want to keep this going on the Patreon for a little bit. Come on down.
Your mango big.